Hey y'all, what up? It's me, Erica, your girl. I was gonna record this part with like my actual camera, but not no more. We gonna kick it straight through camcorder vibes, okay? But if you clicked on this video, that means Mama is pregnant. Mama is a baby. Mama about to have a baby, okay? I just wanted to, so it's gonna be like a lot of just random clips. So I wanted to basically be able to explain it before y'all see the clip, so it don't just seem so sporadic and like you don't really understand what's going on most of the time. So jumping right into it, January 17th is when I found out I was actually pregnant. And that is when I was on quarantine because I had COVID. So
Technically, I think my period is one day late, but I'm scared. If you want to be honest, I'm very scared. Yesterday, it was supposed to come, didn't come. Day before, it said it might come, didn't come. I've been waiting for it. I haven't took a test. I'm just scared. I'm scared of being disappointed. I didn't tell him or anything. I'm just scared. I'm scared that if I take it, I'm gonna waste it and it's gonna be negative. And my cycle is just gonna kick in late, So that's why I've been refusing to like take the test. I mean, when you go through something like that, you always just gonna have the fear in the back of your mind that you try to ignore. And I don't. I feel like that's so irresponsible of me, but I just don't want to take it. I don't know why it's so loud anymore. Because I don't have control of like the fan. Should I have my glasses? I'm just freaking out. Ew, shows how crusty I am. I don't know if you can see the other one. I was gonna not tell my husband because whenever I take these down, it's just, I don't want to disappoint him.
as you can see, it was just a lot It was very, very emotional for me. I just watched this and I was starting to get emotional. Like I watched it back and I was starting to get emotional as I was watching it. It was almost like I felt relieved. Uh, like I felt relieved, really. Like it was like a weight that was like holding me down. That was on me. Like it was like a pressure like I had that I didn't realize that I put on myself after my miscarriage. And when I saw it, it was just like a relief. And although all my emotions just came pouring out, um, because even though I'm pregnant now, I still am healing from that. So it was just a lot of emotions. I don't know if you could tell if I was excited or not. I was very excited. It was just a lot of emotions that came pouring out at one time, and that's kind of how I reacted. Yeah, that was that was a lot for me that day. Um, but I was on quarantine, and then I think I had maybe about 2 days left on quarantine, and I came out of quarantine on a weekend. So when I used that test the last time I found out I was pregnant, that really dark line was on the back side and not on the front side, but it was flipped this time. So I still kind of had fear that maybe the test was wrong, like the test was broken. So I did go get more tests.
Okay. For some reason, my car really want me to play music and keep cutting me off. Yeah, I'm just scared from the situation last time, you know. Oh, what that be? Oh, so yeah. I'm low-key dressed to not be noticed because I don't want to be noticed. I did not let my car warm up all the way like I should have, but I want to go get it over with. I can come back in the house. Yeah. Yeah. It's 10:22. I woke up at 7 this morning. I don't know what woke me up like out of my dream, because my dream wasn't bad. And then I know why I didn't go back to sleep. I kept seeing this weird face that was really creeping me out. Like if I talk about it, I could see it again. And it just really was creeping me out. So I stayed up a little bit and tried to watch TV. And then I guess at some point I fell asleep. And I woke back up at 10 something. Yeah. I don't know how. So don't you know how apps can like guess your due date from your last missed period? I could have swore I thought I had a period in December, but apparently not. Okay. My last period was the end of November. Yeah. And whenever I put it in, it's like I have 3 apps on my phone. 2 saying I'm 8 weeks, and 1 is saying I'm 4 weeks. And I'm like, at this point, can I just go to the Xoxo? But technically, I can't go until Monday because I'm on quarters until Friday. But I don't know why I'm on quarters, because usually it's only 5 days, not 10 days. And y'all, just know.
Okay, I know I keep switching angles, but it is what it is. So I did end up getting a test. I don't know what happened to the video of it, so I'm gonna just pop a photo up on the screen. Definitely confirmed that I was pregnant. And I didn't pick the camera back up until like a couple days later, after I had, I think, already went to the hospital and did the urine test with them so I could get an appointment and start the process.
Oh, I'm straight up and down. Hey y'all. Today is, I think it's Thursday, the 20th of January. It's like 3-something in the evening. Right now, I'm just getting a head start on dinner. We're gonna have Doritos, so I already did the beans. I'm just cutting up the stuff for the salsa. Well, tomatoes for the salsa. Or pico, whichever one you want to call it. So this morning at 8 in the morning, I went and took the HCG urine, which basically is just a pregnancy test. I don't know why they call it. Well, because it has something to do with it. But I went to do the pregnancy test with the hospital on base. I've been hoping that, they were going to call me today and I get an appointment by tomorrow to pick my OB. You know what I'm saying? It's the only people that know is me, my husband, and one of my closest friends. I tell her because we work together and I'm usually under a lot of stress because I'm everybody's go-to. So I tend to get a lot of everything, not just what my daily task and job is. I get a lot of everybody else's job too that I have to be responsible for. Yeah, I be having like a lot on my plate. So, I want to be able to manage that and have somebody to help me manage it. But I want to not being able to articulate, the why and the, like, can you, like, just help me out? I felt like I needed to explain it, so I chose to tell her. He is unaware that I told her, because we technically were keeping this to ourselves, till I'm out of my first trimester. I was sitting right here and I was about to just start talking my feelings out, and I was like, why not talk to y'all, So I'm just really nervous. If you watched the last video I put out about pregnancy and everything, was when I had a miscarriage. And I didn't even make it to this initial appointment to be able to pick my OB, I didn't even make it that far. I found out on a weekend, lost the baby on I think a weekend or a weekday. I can't remember the specific like day and stuff. But it was heartbreaking to say the least.
That video got cut off because somebody was like texting me or calling me from work. It was another like half of that video, but I don't know what happened to it. Basically, I just talked about, like, I was talking about my experience and the situation I was in and under stress the previous time that I was pregnant, and that contributed to my last miscarriage. And I was just basically saying, like, I have faith and that I hope to make it. Like, I'm hoping, and not necessarily just hoping, but I know I'm gonna make it further than what I did last time, make it to the appointment and experience so much more than what I was able to the previous time.
Good morning. I can't turn it down, y'all. It's freezing, it's snowing. Well, it was snowing. I'm trying to defrost. Okay, maybe just a little. just for right now. I'm trying to defrost my car right now, warm my car up. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm 9 weeks if I'm following it by my last cycle, not by the doctor. When I go to the doctor, we'll confirm. But I'm supposed to be 9 weeks and 1 day today. Woo! Yeah. Or not, is it 9 weeks and 1 day or 9 weeks? I don't look. I gotta count. I don't know. But yeah, getting ready to go to work. I'm still waiting on the phone call back from the hospital to schedule my appointment to pick my OB. Yeah, still waiting on them to call because they got a call to confirm the results, you know what I'm saying? So when they call to confirm the results, that's when they'll give me an option to set up the appointment. I'm gonna go on the Expecting Mommies page to see like the OBs people are recommending in the offices. I know Armberg gets a good rep. Biden does not. I was not planning on going to them, especially after my first experience with them and my miscarriage. No. They were just yeah, I know Armberg. It's a couple of them I know from people that have gave birth from those places and went to those places. So yeah, I'm gonna do that right now while I'm waiting for my car to warm up, and I will update y'all when I get an update.
It's Sunday, and I'm feeling anxious. Tomorrow's Monday. Hopefully they call tomorrow to confirm that, yes, I am pregnant. With my HCG test, yeah. I just want them to call. I just want to be able to go to the appointment. I want to see the baby. Fingers crossed that they call tomorrow.
All right, y'all. So it's Wednesday. Still haven't got a call, right? To set up. So the reason I have an issue, y'all, and I'm being so anxious and I'm about to do an ICE complaint is because it already say, okay, it takes 4 days for them to do the test and get your results. Understood, right? The day your results are put in, y'all can call and schedule that appointment, because it's not my appointment with my OB. It's an appointment for me to pick a OB. Not even an appointment with an OB yet. And then you saying you got a 72-hour grace period from when you said my results was positive to call me and schedule an appointment to pick my OB? And then for my appointment probably be the following week? The reason I have an issue with that is because I experienced a miscarriage, right? That's such a long process that don't have to be that long, because when you input my results, you can call me right then and there. You have to input it. You have to look me up in the system anyway. You see all my information. You could have called me right then and there. That's my issue, because y'all don't know what's going on with people's bodies, what's happening. Something could be going wrong with somebody and they not know it, and it's something the doctor might catch and can fix and whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all not considering that part at all, and that's frustrating and irritating, because if y'all do call me today, I'm probably not going to get an appointment till next week. And that's just to pick my OB. And then I got to get an appointment with my actual OB. Like, do y'all understand my frustration? Like, that's why I'm irritated. I get it. Maybe, the testing procedure's long. It might take a long time to get that back. Understood the 4 days from when you actually, went there to pee in a cup and all that. Understood it. But once the results go in, why do they have a grace period of 72 hours just to call me and schedule an appointment? Why? And again, it's not an appointment like I'm going to go get a checkup. They're doing an ultrasound. They're about to check on the baby. They're about to do blood work. I'm going there to get paperwork to pick my OB. And then for them to give me the paperwork and me have to call my own OB and make an appointment. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking like that, y'all. I just don't want anybody to have to go through what I went through, and maybe it was a possibility the doctor could have did something about it. Alright, y'all. This ain't pretty loud. Yeah, so remember how I was telling y'all they told me they had 72 hours after my result to call me. It's now Wednesday. I got my results on Monday. But they still didn't call. So I literally had to call to set my appointment. But what's irritating is because I told the lady that I spoke to somebody else, and they had said all they could do is put in a note. They can't make my appointment for me. And she was like, no, we can schedule that appointment. But what I tell you, the appointment isn't until next week. It's next week, Monday.
This is my belly from the front. And this is my belly from the side. And I'm supposed to be 10 weeks. And it's like rounding out at the bottom. You know? Yeah. And I'm noticeably bloated, you know? Like, if you didn't know that I was pregnant, you would just maybe think I'm just bloated or heavy. But, yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Because not my doctor's appointment, because I still haven't, well, it's taking my referral for my OB. So fingers crossed we get an appointment with my actual OB this week. Because I'm just so anxious and ready to see my baby. And then I also want to know, is it 2 or is it 1? Tell me now so I can prepare. You know? Yeah, but that's it. Not the best morning to start. Today's Tuesday. I would have been going to my referral appointment to get my referral to get my OB. But I'm going to the ER instead. I woke up and I was having bright red bleeding, but it's not flowing. But it's bright red whenever I wipe, so I'm concerned. I told my husband before he went to work, could he go give me 2 tests? I'm sorry, y'all, I was running. I'm in a rush. I gotta go pick my friend up. Yeah, I gotta go pick my friend up because she coming with me to the emergency room, so I won't be by myself. He got me, I took the 2 tests. It still says pregnant. I'm just trying to make it to the emergency room before it gets worse. And hopefully they can do something for me. They can check, they can see what's wrong. The clinic on base did call. They had to cancel everybody's referral appointments this morning because their system was messing up and she wasn't gonna be able to put in the referral. So I was like, okay, but I was just trying to get something before we decided to go to the ER, or I decided I was going to the ER. You know, I explained to her the situation. She was like, well, I'm not necessarily a medical professional, you know, but if you do feel like you need to go to the ER, you can. It's an appointment at 1 and 1:40. If you get discharged, we can do your follow-up appointment. I said, that's fine. Because I can't wait till 1 o'clock. I can't. I cried already in the house. I don't want to cry again. I just want to see my baby. That's it. I just want to see my baby, and I want my baby to be okay. I'm trying to calm down, but it's so hard. It's so hard to stay calm. I'm trying my best. And I just really want to see my baby.
baby so bad. I've been waiting weeks to get this stupid fucking referral appointment just so I can get to an OB. And it just sucks. Okay, I don't want to cry before she gets in the car. So I'm gonna go. I have to call her to tell her I'm outside.
So, looking back at that clip, it did make me a little emotional. Just seeing like what was going on and what my headspace was at. Basically, the reason I started crying, like I was crying and I was just feeling like that, cause some people like bleeding, spotting is normal. Not necessarily normal. Spotting is common early in the first trimester of your pregnancy. That's a normal thing for a lot of women. Because of my experience, though, it heightens all my fears and worries. So, because I wasn't experiencing that prior to that day, it scared me. And I didn't know what to do, and it brought me back to where I was when I first found out I had a miscarriage. It brought me back into those emotions, into that feeling. I'm trying not to cry now while I'm telling y'all, but I can see it, and I still feel it when I watch the video, that clip. It brought me back in that moment of not being able to do anything, feeling helpless, just feeling scared and not knowing. Like, it brought me back into that whirlwind of emotions.
Good morning. It is currently 8:14, February 2nd. I know yesterday was kind of like hectic when I talked to y'all. But I did go to the emergency room. They checked the baby. The baby's all good. But she didn't really explain shit to me, like why. And then I found out I don't know how to do math. I can't do math right. Because I'm 7 weeks and 4 days today. Not 10 weeks, so can't do math. That's fine.
The mix-up in the amount of weeks I was due to me counting how many weeks I would be based from my last period. But because my ovulation is irregular, it wasn't going to be accurate.
Ooh. I just got some back pain. Some like shooting pain. Yeah. So, I don't know where I got 10 weeks from, but that's fine. I'm 7 weeks and 4 days as of today. My due date is September 17th. I have like the ultrasound photo that she did, but she didn't explain anything to me when she was doing it. Like, she didn't say, oh, okay, this is this and this is it. When she turned the screen to me, I was like, what's that? And she just turned it back to herself. And I was like, oh, okay. Guess it's a secret. But she wasn't really helpful. Didn't really explain anything. Just kept saying, you need a doctor, you need a doctor. And I'm like, well, obviously, I wasn't trying to skate through this without a doctor. And it kind of just solidified my feelings about going to Vidant Hospital and them being my OB, because this was the second doctor, and I was kind of trying to be optimistic that it was a new doctor, maybe a better experience, excuse me, but it wasn't. She was like, when she was using the probe for the ultrasound, she answered her phone calls like, she was hurting me. You're not explaining anything. You just keep telling me you need a doctor, you need a doctor. You gave me medicine. You didn't explain to me what the medicine was, what it do, nothing.
All right. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, y'all. Today is the 10th of February, and I have a doctor's appointment. I have our first appointment where I know they're about to be stabbing me up with needles trying to do all these tests. I'm sorry, y'all. I was looking for my my slides. I don't like that. We don't have carpet. We got wood or laminate, whichever one you want to call it. And we don't like walking around without shoes on. But yeah, this is our technical first appointment. The last time was just me going to the hospital, and they had to do an ultrasound to make sure the baby was fine.
Okay, everything looks good. Just a second. Can you record?
Yeah.
Because now... You see?
Yeah.
Little heart is beating. Okay, good. Steffi?
Ja.
18,8. Na, 18,0. Beta positiv 8 plus 2. Mufu BE complete. Okay, by calculation you should be around 12 weeks, but in reality you're around 9 weeks.
Okay.
You have to, but this doesn't matter. Also at the hospital, also a little bit smaller than estimated.
Okay.
That's good. Okay, good.
I really hate this car and phone sometimes, because, like, did I say cut the video off to fucking play music? No. So, you want to meet the baby. This is baby. This is a little baby head. That's a little baby body. And then I got to hear the heartbeat today, because apparently I'm 9 weeks and not 8 weeks in a couple of days like I thought I was from the last time I went to the ER, and they told me I was 7 weeks in a couple of days. So I'm like, okay, does anybody know how far along I am? But yeah, he told me I was 9 weeks. That's why he was able to hear the heartbeat. And we saw the heartbeat too. We saw it flickering. I didn't cry, y'all. I just thought it was the coolest thing ever, because it's like, I'm carrying a life, like, you know. And it's just, I know we are waiting to get out of my first trimester before we tell our family. But y'all, I am so excited, okay? Because, like, I know this is a big stage. I know some people go and make it to this appointment, even though technically this is my first appointment. You know, they get to that 9 week period when they're waiting to hear the heartbeat, and some people don't hear it or see a heartbeat, which is very sad. But I'm just excited and grateful and lucky and just so thankful that, you know, the baby is okay. They're doing really well. They're on track. I feel a relief, because it kind of felt like I was holding my breath. You know what I'm saying? Because I just was feeling so anxious because I'm going through so many symptoms. I am having bleeding, which he told me is coming from my leak procedure that I had back in 2019, because my uterus, you know, my pelvic and everything is expanding, whatever it is. Pretty much those cells, which were burned and, you know, sealed, you know, are now raw, and it's causing them to bleed from the scar tissue and just a whole bunch of stuff. So he reassured me with that. They gave me some more progesterone, but a higher dosage that he wants me to take. So I was like, okay, that's good. So I'm gonna start taking that one now. Y'all, just so excited, my little potato. Oh, hearing the heartbeat, I told Marcus I was gonna make it my ringtone. I'm just so excited, and I just want to shout it to everybody and just tell everybody, oh, I'm so super excited, y'all. Y'all don't understand I don't think y'all, you know, I just feel like a ball of excitement and multiple emotions, all good, but I'm so glad to know that the baby is okay, and that everything I've been doing is good, and I've been doing things right, you know. I haven't been doing anything where it will harm the baby or myself, and I'm just grateful for that. I am truly grateful to know that. I want to call like my family and be like, y'all heard the heartbeat, I heard the heartbeat, you know what I'm saying, and like shout it to the fucking roof, but it's fine, you know. My friend, my girl, my homegirl know, and I'm gonna update them because I just have to tell somebody and show somebody my little peanut. Y'all, I can't park. I'm not gonna pretend like I know how to park. And I'm starving, so I'll catch y'all later. Yeah, y'all want to see my little peanut again, my little potato? I'm excited, y'all. Okay.